Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, guys. You won't believe what's unfolding right now in the NFL landscape, especially when it comes to our beloved Washington Commanders. There's a buzz that's been growing over the past few days, and it's all centered around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC East and have profound implications for the Super Bowl picture. We're talking about the Commanders making a bold move to acquire Antoine Winfield Jr., the dynamic safety from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and this isn't just a rumor. Insiders are indicating that this deal might be finalized very soon. And folks, if this goes through, it's going to be a game changer for the Commanders' defense, especially their secondary. Let's break this down because there's a lot of layers to this story. First, Antoine Winfield Jr. is an absolute star in the making. He's an all-pro candidate for 2024 and 2025, and he's shown time and time again that he can be a difference maker. Just last season, he registered 26 solo tackles, along with 1 interception and 3 pass defenses. His PFF overall grade for 2024 has been impressive, sitting at around 71.0, which is quite solid for a safety. But what really stands out is his career stats. Over his time in the league, he's accumulated 639 tackles, which speaks to his consistency and durability. Plus, he's got 10 interceptions, 18 sacks, and 39 pass defenses. That's a versatile safety who can cover, blitz, and make plays all over the field. Now, what makes Winfield Jr. such a tantalizing target for the Commanders is his ability to read the game and create turnovers. His EPA per target is around 0.12, which indicates he's highly efficient in coverage. His read and react skills have been crucial in helping the Buccaneers' defense perform at a top 10 level. Remember, Tampa's defense is no joke. They're among the best in the league, and Winfield Jr. has been a big reason why. His presence in the secondary, alongside Forrest, could lead to a projected +4 turnovers, significantly boosting the Commanders' ball-hawking ability. That's exactly what a team needs to close out games and turn the tide in tight situations. What's even more intriguing is how this move could impact the division. The Commanders are currently sitting at 3-5 with a $26 million cap space, and they're looking for ways to elevate their roster. Acquiring Winfield Jr. not only adds a proven playmaker but also helps solidify their defensive backfield, which has shown flashes of brilliance but has lacked consistency. With Winfield, the secondary becomes a formidable unit, capable of generating more turnovers and reducing the points allowed per game. Last season, the Commanders were allowing around 24.8 points per game, and with this upgrade, projections suggest they could bring that number down to approximately 20 points per game, a huge step forward. Now let's talk about the implications for Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers, who are currently 6-2 and sitting comfortably atop the NFC South, are making a strategic move here. They're trading away Winfield Jr. for a conditional second-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a valuable asset, especially for a team that's looking to build for the future. Tampa's defense is ranked among the top 10 in the league, and they're making this move to free up cap space, about $8 million, to bolster their wide receiver depth. So, while they're losing a key piece in Winfield Jr., they're gaining draft capital and flexibility to add more weapons around their offense. For the Commanders, this trade also means they're resolving some of their secondary issues, especially with the injury concerns they've faced this season. Harris has been on injured reserve, and the team has been searching for consistent playmakers in the backfield. Bringing in Winfield Jr. not only fills a void but also adds a player with a high football IQ and a nose for the ball. His ability to support the run with a run support grade of 49.9 will be crucial when facing teams like the Giants, who are known for their rush-heavy offense. The Giants, sitting at 2-6, often lean on their ground game, and having Winfield Jr. in the secondary will help contain those rushing attacks and create more opportunities for turnovers. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could elevate the Commanders' defense from the 21st ranking to a top 10 unit, similar to what we saw when the team's defense was at its peak in recent seasons. The addition of a player like Winfield Jr. could be the catalyst for a turnaround, especially if the secondary starts generating more turnovers and shutting down opponents. passing games. It's not just about boosting the defense. It's about sending a message to the rest of the league that Washington is serious about contending. With a more aggressive, turnover-generating secondary, the Commanders could become one of the most unpredictable teams in the NFC, capable of causing chaos in the playoffs. And speaking of chaos, let's not forget the Super Bowl implications. The odds for Washington to win Super Bowl LXI were around plus 8,000 earlier this season, but with these kinds of upgrades, the betting odds could shift significantly. If the secondary improves as projected, and the team's overall defense becomes more disruptive, they could become a dark horse contender. Remember, last year the Buccaneers had odds around plus 700 to reach the Super Bowl, and Tampa is still considered a strong team, especially with their defense. Now, with the potential of this trade, the NFC landscape could see a major shift, with the Commanders emerging as a team to watch in January. Of course, there's always a bit of skepticism about mid-season trades. Some analysts might argue that acquiring a player like Winfield Jr. could disrupt team chemistry or that the trade might not have been necessary. But in this case, the numbers speak for themselves. Winfield's ability to read plays, his versatility, and his proven track record of creating turnovers make him a perfect fit for the Commanders' defensive scheme. Plus, it's clear they're making a push to be more competitive, especially in a division that's still very winnable. The Giants, with their rush-heavy offense, have been struggling to find consistency, and the Eagles, although talented, have shown some vulnerabilities this season. This trade could be the piece that helps Washington bridge the gap and make a real playoff push. Now, looking ahead, the key will be how quickly Winfield Jr. can adapt to the Commanders' system and integrate with the existing players, especially Forrest. Their combined skills could lead to multiple turnovers and provide the kind of secondary stability that's been missing. The team's coaching staff will certainly be working overtime to get him up to speed, but the potential is enormous. If they can do that, we might see the Commanders not just fighting for a playoff spot, but actually making a deep run, maybe even sneaking into the NFC Championship. And all of this comes at a time when the NFC is especially competitive. The 49ers, Eagles, and Cowboys are still favorites, but if Washington manages to upgrade their defense, they could become a real dark horse. The NFC East, traditionally a tough division, might turn even more competitive if the Commanders are able to leverage this new talent effectively. It's all about how they execute and how quickly Winfield Jr. can mesh with the team's defensive schemes. The future looks promising, and fans should be excited about what's coming next. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So in conclusion, folks, what we're seeing here is more than just a trade, it's a statement. The Commanders are serious about contending, about building a defense that can match their offensive firepower and take them deep into the playoffs. With Winfield Jr. now potentially in their ranks, they're adding a player who can change the game with his instincts, versatility, and playmaking ability. The division rivals better watch out because this move might just be the catalyst that propels Washington to a new level of competitiveness, and who knows, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance. Of course, it's not just about one player. It's about what that player represents, a shift in mindset, a commitment to winning, and a strategic move to elevate the entire team. And for us, fans of the Commanders, it's an exciting time. The season isn't over yet, but with this kind of energy and these bold moves, the future looks bright. We're witnessing a team that's not content with just participating but aiming to dominate, to surprise everyone, and to finally bring that Super Bowl trophy back to DC. So, stay tuned, because this story isn't over yet. We'll keep you updated on every development, every move, and every game-changing play. The Commanders are on the rise, and with players like Winfield Jr., they might just be the team to beat in the NFC sooner than we think. Thanks for sticking with me, and remember, your passion and support are what keep this channel alive. Drop your thoughts below, tell me what you think about this potential trade, and let's keep the conversation going. I'll be back very soon with more news, analysis, and insights into the Washington Commanders. Until then, stay safe, stay loud, and as always, go Commanders.